So first problem is, this is where her, this is where her humeral head is. We are seeing that people are doing their mobs here. This is the scap. So you need to make sure that you are on the humeral head. So if you're doing a full palm and you're putting your pressure, make sure your palm is not here because your pressure might be like this, we don't know. But if you're doing palm, your palm still has to be here. Your pressure's going through your hypothenar eminence. That's fine. If you're doing C grip, I will, the way I always do C grip unless the person's gigantic. So I have my hands right here on the humeral head. As long as your hand is soft, this feels fine on the biceps tendon. What you'll see here is my C grip, even though I'm doing this part, these three fingers, they're just resting. They are not pushing at all. My pressure is not here. My pressure is through my web space. So just be aware, because a lot of you guys are using palms, you're pushing the scap, you're not doing the GH joint. So just be aware that you're on the humeral head. Problem number 2.
Hold on.
Yep.
If you're wondering if you're on the humerus, rotate the arm or take that joint and kind of push it kind of anteriorly, and you should feel it come into your hand. So move it, and if it moves, move the humerus, and if you feel it move, you're on the right spot. If you don't, you're not.
Got it.
So that was that. What was the second one?
The plane?
Oh, the arm. So we have a few high-low tables. If you guys are short, either get stools or get on the high-low tables. They are reserved for anyone who are vertically challenged. So with that being said, this is not right. You need to make sure that your nose is over the area and that you are pushing down through your arm, whether it's moving your body or it's moving your shoulder, that's okay too, but this is not right. Get over the area so that you can use your body, scapula, body, mechanics, whatever. That's technique, whether you want to rotate, drop your shoulder, or whatever, but the concept's the same. You're still over the spot.
And arm is neutral, thumb up, or neutral, the distracting arm.
This one, yes. So you see how our arm is like this. It's not here. It's not here. It's in a neutral position because I am just assessing the loose pack position, and then that's it.
So if you are, because we don't have a ton of high-low tables, it'd be really tough to get everybody on one. But I really want, it's so hard to get above when your elbow is bent and keep your treatment plane correct, because I really want you to be able to be here so you can just kind of let your body weight go down, and you're saving your arm, and you're not going to be as pokey because it's a lot easier to control flexion of your trunk than it is that kind of push down. So if you're smaller and you're having a tough time with this, have your patient move. Can you move to the other side of the table? Just to get a feel for what it's like to use your body to do the glide. Get up on the table here. Kind of do a little bit of distraction. Don't fall off. You know, maybe you just do a pull instead of a turn, or maybe you can twist your body. But just get a feel for what it's like with the arms straight and that kind of body weight down, and change it up. If you're in the clinic, you know, there shouldn't be an excuse. You can always get on the table or move around or get a stool, but get comfortable with kind of making those small modifications to get that feeling that you want to feel, because that's the big part of these mobilizations. So if you're finding that's a tough time, have them get on the table. If you're worried about kind of not being able to get enough movement, fold up a towel, put it under their scapula, and keep it there, and then you're going to have something to shear off of.
Straight back over. And last but not least, and this is going to be a common theme throughout the time, is 0 to 100. So grades are 0 to 25, 0 to 50, 50 to 100, 75 to 100. So if I check the end range, wonderful. This is not a mobilization. This is CPR. This is 0 to 100. So you just have to, if you go to the end range, that's your end range. Great, you assess it. Now, if we say, or you want to do, we say, we want you to show us a grade 3, great. You're just going to say, okay, this is her end range. Now I'm going to do 50 to 100%. 100, you see how I don't move much. And then I'll just do my oscillations here once I figure out my amplitude. And then that's it. All right, show me a grade 1. Okay, so now I'm just going to do this. That's it. But there's never 0 to 100.
What's your grade? Can you do grade 1 again, timing, the tempo? Okay, so it's really, because you're
It's
shorter.
me being nervous, that's a grade 1.
I mean,
Me
yeah,
being nervous at end range is a grade 4.
okay.
You doing oscillations for all grades?
Yes.
I wasn't going
It's just an
that
oscillation through this much range or an oscillation through this much range. Grade 2 and 3,
But here.
grade 1 and 4. The speed is the same.
Okay, that makes
Maitland is
sense.
oscillations.
I wanna do straight.
Altenborn, which will be a few slides later, sustained stretch.